Good evening, all. It's Thursday night. That means it's time to go simplex with the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. So we're here on 446.125, just waiting for the clock to tick over to 7 p.m. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. My name is Mac here in the West Hamilton Mountain area, Hamilton, Ontario. Standing by, and I'll be opening up the net in under a minute. There we go, 7 p.m. Good evening and attention, all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, and welcome to the Thursday evening simplex edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. LORC meets 5 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on the VA3ZOE repeater, and Thursday here on the simplex frequency of 446.125. Since this is a simplex net, there may be a need for relays. So if you hear something that I don't, simply break in and let me know, and you can perform a relay check-in. We're also live streaming on YouTube. To join us there, look up my call sign, VA3IMW. Put that in the search box and scroll down until you see the big red live sticker. Give a click on that. That's where we're at. So at this point in time, we'll take a quick standby for any time-sensitive or mobile stations or stations with priority traffic. I'll stand by. All right, nothing heard there. We'll kick it wide open for anybody, anywhere. If you have a call sign, I'm more than interested in hearing from you. Come on in and say hello.
VA3 LBI. Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
There's 2 fine gentlemen heard from. We'll start with Larry. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mac. Tired of the rain. Long. Seems to never end, but hopefully it'll stop. I'm hoping sometime tomorrow or overnight. So things are pretty wet. I think my grass was growing as I've been outside a couple times, looked at it. It's going to need to cut very shortly again.
Yes, absolutely. As I was driving to work this morning, I was shaking my head thinking, this reminds me of being in France in November. Rain, 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 and rain. So as soon as I got to work, I messaged one of the guys that I was over in France with and said, doesn't this seem like? And he said, yep, absolutely. And he says, I'm working 12-hour shifts right now, and it seems like that's another carryover. So anyways, yes, we could use a break from the rain, and if things dry up on the weekend, I know my side yard is going to need some attention with the mower. So there's something ahead of me in my future as well. Anyways, what's on for tonight, Larry? Or Thursday evening? Not very many nets, and it sounds like our Burlington amateur radio guys are busy amongst themselves. But there must be something else on tap. Maybe some magic of 40 meters after dark.
Well, really haven't had the radio on again today. Actually, we did the bathroom. Went to pick out the silicone. I cleaned up some of it, and then we re-siliconed around the tub and stuff. Just needed to be done. So, and just I don't know if anybody read some of the stuff on Discord. This weekend was supposedly the closure of the link. It's not happening. Because of the weather conditions, they're postponing it until next weekend now. So again, the links will not be closed this weekend. It will be closed next weekend.
Yeah, thanks for that. I did see a news item pop up on my phone about delaying the closure of the link, and I guess there's a section of is it a 403 or QEW or something like that that's also scheduled for maintenance. They're delaying them both. So yes, it's just one of the inevitable things. It's not going to be now, but it'll be soon, and when it happens, cross mountain traffic is going to be absolutely deplorable. Anyways, very good. Thanks for sharing that, and certainly appreciate everybody's input on Discord. sharing information as it becomes available.
Yep. Okay. Very good, Mac. Thanks for doing it. I'll let you pick up the other parties that are behind me there. VA3LBI clear.
All right, and I see Chuck is also playing around on the chat here on YouTube. Also, greetings, Albert from Barrie, and we'll be looking forward to hearing from you on the radio throughout the weekend. Trust everything is going well at the Barrie Construction Consortium. All right, let's bring in William, VE3IUK. Go ahead.
Yeah, I keep waiting for the tail to drop on the repeater on Simplex. Oh, well, there you go. I'll be with it soon. Not much to report here. Obviously, if this keeps up with the rain, I'll be looking for gopher wood and pitch. So we'll just have to hope that things start to clear up on all these lows that we're getting. Will dissipate and we'll get some nicer weather, because I'm sure that the people, the fruit growers in Ontario, are a little bit concerned with this cold weather and the bees being able to do their work. So hopefully things change. But anyway, got a new toy today. I pulled the trigger on one of these Radtel RT880 transceivers. So I just took it off the charger, so I haven't had a chance to do much with it yet. Going to read through the manual, watch a couple of YouTube videos before I go to bed, and we'll probably program this thing and see what all the chatter is about. But that's about it from here now, Mac. Oh, by the way, I do have an S4 copy on Larry. It's just above the noise level here, so we are receiving Larry. Anyway, I'll say good evening to also all the people who've checked in on YouTube. Back to you, Mac.
Okay, very good, and wish you much fun and enjoyment with that HT. And I trust that you don't have the difficulties that Steve had with his. Hopefully the programming side goes flawlessly. All right, Albert says all is good in Barrie. That's good news. And obviously somewhere tomorrow afternoon he'll be headed down the beloved freeway there. Safe trip for you, sir. Certainly hope you make it back home in the same shape that you left. All right, that clears my list for the time being. Anybody else for an RF check-in? Come on in and say hi.
V3RW. VA3CJZ. VA3MCA.
All right, there's three heard from. Chris, Chuck, and Wade, and we'll take them in that order. Good evening, Ancaster. How you doing?
Doing well. Chuck, let's see. Signal reports Chuck has a solid S5 or so. Wade is full quieting. Mac, you're up and down. Like everything from full noise to full quieting. Lots of QSB, so strange conditions tonight. Nothing else to add, really. Just listening along, seeing who I can copy. The food one today, I guess that's good news. Back to you.
All right. Yeah, there's obviously something weird going on between our stations. Perhaps a little bit of wind blowing things around. I was going to ask you if you are on an HT, because you're also anywhere between an S5 and an S9. So, yeah, probably both of us affected by gusts of wind. There is some areas where the wind hasn't settled down yet. Anyways, good job on your net last night. How did things fare out for you guys? Obviously, your Burlington group is probably glad to have you back at the helm.
Yeah, seems like it. I got 21 check-ins in 22 minutes, so I'd say that's pretty good, considering we're going into summer. I thought we'd have a little more because of the rain keeping people in, but that doesn't seem to work. Anyway, hope it clears soon. I think we've had enough precipitation for a while.
Yes, we could use some dry them out and let things grow properly while things warm up. and I did hear somebody on the radio say that as we go through the weekend, temperatures will be gradually increasing. Some of this rainy weather will clear up, and more seasonable temperatures will be coming upon us for the coming week. So definitely holding out best hope for that as well.
Yep, hope so. All right. Hey, thanks for doing the net. I'm going to listen along V3RWJ.
Okay, thanks very much, Chris. And also recognizing VA3NFL, who's a YouTube check-in this evening. Let's not delay and go right away and say hello to Chuck. Excellent job on the net last night as well. Back to you.
Hey, good evening, Mac, and all on net. Thank you very much. VA3CJZ. And let me start off first by saying it doesn't look like we're going to get any sunshine until Saturday. Geez, that's a long stretch without any sun breaking through there. And it's a good thing I'm not relying on solar energy at this point. But anyways, signal reports. Yeah, Chris, you were an S2 to me. And Mac, yeah, you're all over the place. You started off anywhere S6, flickering S7, dropping to S5, and then the last transmission you went up to S9. So yeah, it's probably your antenna's probably swinging up there a little bit. And let's see. Oh yeah, last night after the net, after the AREG net there, I was really ticked off at the audio that was really poor on the YouTube stream. So I traced it back, and it appears that the sound card that I have was plugged into my USB hub, and the port in the hub didn't seem to be working properly for the sound card anyways. But if I plug something else in there that's not a microphone, it works, but it didn't work for my sound card. So I had to find another port to use, and lo and behold, the audio came back with no issues. And so I'll be good to go for next week without any of those nasty audio problems that keeps chasing me around. So and other than that, a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, I had my best radio day. I had 8 check-ins or 8 contacts, and one of them was on Crete in Heraklion. So that was pretty cool, and that was on 20 meters, and as well as St. Lucia. But the other contacts are all on 40 meters there. So, but nothing yet today. Back to you, Mac.
All right. Well, I haven't even turned the HF rig on yet. I'm still futzing about. We're trying to get my UMA system. I'm trying a hard reboot tonight, so we'll see if we can get that going. Probably one of the last people in my neighborhood that actually has what you might call a landline. However, it's voice over internet. But when things like that all of a sudden stop working, it's kind of a question of whether the VoIP modem may have eaten itself. So we shall see. Anyways, yeah, we'll see after 8 o'clock how things turn out on 40 meters. It's been better. I haven't looked at the solar flux index today. I know that we had a 3-day steady increase, 117, 118, 119 yesterday. Wondering if we hit 120 today by chance. Have you had a chance to look that up?
Actually, I just pulled it up now, and it is in fact at 120. And the A index has gone down from, I think it was 11 or 13. Now it's at a 7. And so that's good. And the K is a 2. So take that however you like, but those are the current conditions there, Mac.
Yeah, so that's what I said. Yeah, one point on the solar flux index every day. So by Christmas, we'll be able to make contacts with people. All right. Thanks again for a wonderful net last night. Certainly appreciate it. Let's not keep Wade waiting. Good evening, sir. VA3 NCA. Go ahead.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA. Good evening, Mac. Good evening, everybody on net. I didn't say VE3, did I? I think. Anyways, VA3IMW, VA3NCA. Yeah, you know what? It is strange conditions because I usually don't hear so many people on Simplex on 70, but I got Chuck at about an S5, and I'm getting you at an S7, both holding the squelch really well, nice and clear to me. And Chris is when I checked in first on the net, and he was a full S9, full gliding, but then he's looming over top of me there on the Ancaster brow there, so I don't never have any trouble reaching to him. But anyways, glad I could get in with an RF check-in for one of these Simplex nets for a change. Other than that, I'll send it back to you there, Mac.
Yes, sir. Very good. Yeah, coming out of the valley, doing a fine job as usual. Somewhere between a 5 and a 6. So the antenna in the rafters in the garage is doing a fine job. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, unless you have any other traffic, I'll be at the bottom of my list. Anything else as you're approaching the weekend?
No, nothing really. Yeah, I don't know whether maybe it was something to do with the noise and FM squelch on FM, because it seems to be a different story. We all know sideband works a little better than FM in noisy conditions, but either some source of noise has disappeared and FM's much better for me, or something else. But anyways, won't look a gift horse in the nose. It's a nice thing for a change. Thanks for picking me up. I did manage to get actually a little bit of radio with this today. I picked up Terry IQL there while he was up at Spencer Gorge Park. So that was kind of a nice middle of the day distraction. But that's it for me. I'll let you pick up the next round, and I'll send it back to you. VA3MC back to net control.
Okay, very good. And thanks again for your check-in, sir. While I have the mic keyed down, it's a quick reminder that we'll be back on the ZOE repeater tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And I believe our host, again, will be VE3 LBI, Larry. And I'm not sure what topics will pop up. There's always something interesting to talk about for sure. Okay, and also recognizing VA3MHV, also a YouTube check-in tonight. Okay, let's take a quick standby, see if anybody else is out there that wants to check in via RF.
VA3 DCS.
VA3 DCS. That's our favorite camper. Did you get the trailer moved back to storage, or is it still in the driveway?
No, it's still in the driveway. It could go back, but I don't want to do it in the rain.
Yeah. Toting around a big trailer in the rain, just not a lot of fun. The initial parts of getting it hooked up and then dragging it through slippery streets. Yeah, double fun.
Yeah, if I could do it without getting wet, hey, no problem. But yeah, I just don't want to do that. I'll wait till the weather clears up. Maybe that'll be July, August.
In which case, just leave it in the driveway till July. I've actually seen videos of some systems where I guess they're discharging their air shocks, backing in under the tongue of the trailer and charging up the air shocks, and then lo and behold, you're up off the ground. But I guess you're also pre-tensioning your what do they call those? Weight distribution. Towing rigs there. I'm not sure what the proper name for it is.
Yeah, the weight distribution hitch. That's, yeah, I've got, there's 2 bars that come with mine. They're rated for 1,000 pounds each. I had to upgrade from the 600 pound bars when I got this trailer. And it's a little bit stiffer on the ride than it would have been with the 600 pound bars, but they do the job.
Yep, QSL, and that helps distribute the weight of the trailer both to the front and rear wheels of your tow vehicle, so improves control and keeps your headlights from pointing to Mars.
Yeah. If I wanted to see the sky, I just use the stars up there instead of pointing the headlights up there.
All right, Dave. So what else is on for the week? Another work day in the office tomorrow, and looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah, in the office tomorrow, but then it's my 5th week rotation for on-call.
Oh, you lucky guy. And your favorite customer, has he still got some issues that you can spend the weekend working on?
Well, he may, but I'll just ignore those calls.
Well, you could fix them once and for all. Just short circuit everything and bring the whole thing come crashing down around his ears. All right. Thanks for your check-in tonight, Dave. Certainly appreciate it. Anything else for the net tonight?
No, nothing else. So, well, I can't wait. So I don't know how many more people will be behind me, but take it away. See what's there.
All right. Thanks again for your check-in. S20 signal tonight as usual. Actually 20 to 30, but tonight it's 20. Thanks again. And let's see if we got 1 or 2 waiting in the wings. VA3IMW standing by for any further check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net here on 446.125 Simplex.
VA3IMW.
I knew there would be another one in there. Good evening, Steve. How are you doing? And have you had any luck with your Radtail radio? Either a response from the vendor or has it maybe just magically come alive?
No, I've packed up, put it back in the box, waiting for further instructions. The case is under review. They're going to let me know by May 30th what's going on. So, fingers crossed. They should send me another one, I would think. Otherwise, I'd be bad business.
Yeah, and they cost about half of nothing. And they have them assembled by little barefoot children sitting around on dirt floors. So the labor cost is 1 bowl of rice per family, and everybody lives happily ever after. All right, all the best there. And Charles is just dying to hear how the shack is coming along. Is it all plugged in, ready to turn on, and you're going to surprise us tonight?
No, sir. However, the radio did make it onto the desk about 20 minutes ago. So I bought a can of compressed air, and I want to give it a clean mess. It has been sitting on the floor for the last 10 months. So I just want to make sure there's no little creepy crawlies that have made their way into the radio. And if so, I will blast them right out of there.
Well, it's definitely a step in the right direction. Radio is on the table, ready to blast the little crunchy critters that have invaded the circuitry. Very good. Weekend off this weekend, so you can stitch everything back together and have everything functioning then?
No, I've got to work this weekend. Off tomorrow. So we're hoping to make some progress by the end of the day.
Okay, very good. This must be your favorite Bofang. It's not the red tail. Obviously, you said you got that packed up, and the Quansheng has better audio than this.
Oh no, this is the Quantum in the back room here. Side, so maybe my signal's not the best right now, but yeah, this is the Quantum. The whole thing ran out of batteries here about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, and you're right. You're somewhere down below the S3 point right now, so you're a little hissy and cracky, but maybe I'm just not getting a clear picture of the performance of the audio. All right, Steve, you have yourself a very good evening and a very productive day tomorrow. Trusting you make some good progress there, sir.
Yeah, me too. All right, there, Mac. I got the door open now, so maybe I came up an extra minute or two. Anyway, okay, very good. We'll just continue with what we're doing here, and we'll be listening along. This is VA3 NSD.
Yep, good stuff. Opening the door got you up into S4. If you open the window, I dare say what would happen. You'd probably just get wet. Anyways, thanks for your check-in tonight, Steve, and we'll look forward to hearing you. Any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? VA3IMW standing by for you.
VA3, is that JC?
He's alive. Good evening, Jason. Come on in. Good to hear you.
Good evening, Mac, and everybody else on net. Yes, sir, I am still alive. I've been sitting in the shack for the past 15 minutes or so, just listening along as I take care of some other things over here at my side.
QSL, very good, and nice S9 signal. So no degradation, although the radio's been dormant for a little while. Certainly glad to hear you back on the air. It was nice to have a quick chit chat with you. I guess it was yesterday or the day before, I forget which. Anyways, always good to hear from you, and trust we can hear a little more from you as time goes on. Anyways, anything that we can do for you tonight, sir?
No, nothing that I require. I think I should be around a little more often, just as luck would have it. Not this week, and the day off tomorrow. I'll be heading up north. It is my son's bachelor party. So the best man rented a massive cottage up just north of Sable Beach. So I'm hoping some of the rain stays away up there. We get a little bit of sunshine, and for once, maybe I can have a nice, relaxing, stress-free, fun weekend.
A little bit of fun, not too much. Not enough to get you in trouble. Safe travels up and down, and we'll look forward to hearing from you when you're back in town then, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing it, Mac, and I'll give you and everybody else on frequency of 7.3. The E3 is ZJC. Back to that.
Thank you very much, sir. All right. Anybody else out here? Geez, it's 7:27, 7:28, and we're still busy here. VA3IMW standing by for any further check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net.
Check me in, Matt. VA3 NFL. No driving, just been listening.
Very good, Al. Thanks for the double-double on YouTube and RF check-in. Certainly appreciate that. And for your sake, I hope the weather dries up as well so you can get back on the tractor. Because, tractor without a driver is a lonely tractor.
Yeah. I hate this weather. It's depressing.
Yeah, as I opened up the net tonight, I was recounting that driving to work this morning made me think of the the month of November spent in France, and every day was rain, 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 and it's exactly that. After a while, you look out the window and you say, you say a lot of things, but it's a lot of things you can't repeat on the air. But yes, rain, rain, rain. Yeah, we could use something different. Okay, Al, thanks again for letting us hear your voice. Certainly appreciate it. Any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club? Come on in, say hi. Okay, strangely enough, we haven't seen anything of Guy tonight on YouTube. I guess he's busy doing other things. Perhaps he's studying for his exam. Anyways, let's make this a last call. Last call for check-ins on our Simplex net. And just remember, if you hear something that I don't, feel free to let us know. VA3IMW standing by for last call check-ins. All right, that's good enough for me. Thanks for filling my evening with the sound of your cheerful voices. And we'll certainly be looking to hear from all of you and perhaps a few more next Thursday evening here on the Simplex frequency of 446.125. And another reminder, come join us tomorrow night on the ZOE repeater at 8 p.m. for the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew. 7 3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.